Presented by Listen Headlines. Latest financial news from trusted sources. Updating daily noontime New York City.
The Library of Economics and Liberty. June 8, 11:20 America, New York. Questions about tolerance. 2 days ago, I went to my bank, a branch of TD Bank, in my suburban Maine town. A classical liberal or a libertarian should be tolerant. That's constitutive of the brand.
Daily FX Market News.
June 8, 11 o'clock America, New York. Gas price gouging or grandstanding? Some politicos blame greed for soaring prices at the pump, but petroleum industry analysts search for a deeper cause.
New York Times Business.
June 8, 10:20 America, New York. Much higher inflation and weaker global growth predicted in latest forecast. A sea of red arrows, pointing downward in the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development forecast.
New York Times Business.
June 8, 10:18 America, New York. Credit Suisse issues another profit warning. Credit Suisse has been unsettled by a number of setbacks, including billion-dollar entanglements with bankrupt lenders and hedge funds, large legal settlements and management upheaval. Credit Suisse's stock has lost about 30% of its value this year.
Wall Street Journal Markets. June 8, 10:04 America, New York. Novavax's new COVID-19 vaccine might be late to the party. The company will struggle to capture a sizable share of the COVID-19 vaccine market in the U.S. Wall Street Journal Markets.
June 8, 9:43 America, New York. For tech, Southeast Asia is a rare bright spot. While U.S. and Chinese consumer tech companies are facing strong cyclical and regulatory headwinds, Southeast Asian companies such as GoTo and Grab are showing signs of increasing strength, if not yet profitability.
Wall Street Journal U.S. Business.
June 8, 9 o'clock America, New York. Powell's opinions on inflation matter, not Biden's. Unlike the 1970s, today's Fed accepts responsibility for inflation, and the White House backs it up, writes Greg Ip.
New York Times Business.
June 8, 8:56 America, New York. Spirit delays vote on merger with Frontier, as bidding war with JetBlue heats up. A merger of Spirit with either Frontier or JetBlue would create the fifth largest airline in the United States, which could better compete with the nation's dominant carriers. Spirit's board will take more time to consider Frontier's takeover bid.
Armstrong Economics. June 8, 8:39 America, New York. New summer webinars, tickets available. We are pleased to announce that we have scheduled new upcoming webinars. Understanding the Monetary Crisis Cycle Model, new webinar. Understanding the Economic Confidence Model.
Global Economy. June 8, 8:31 America, New York. Europe faces a miserable few months ahead. The costs of the ECB doing nothing would be considerable, but the action it takes must be carefully calibrated.
Wall Street Journal U.S. Business.
June 8, 8:30 America, New York. Live PD returns to TV this summer as On Patrol, Live. The hit police reality show, which was cancelled by A&E in the wake of the 2020 killing of George Floyd, will appear on the Reels network.
Wall Street Journal Markets.
June 8, 8:27 America, New York. Credit Suisse's warning says more about it than other European banks. The environment is tough for European financial institutions, but Swiss Bank's shares were hit much harder than its peers as it tries to dig itself out of a series of holes of its own making. Daily FX Market News.
June 8, 8:12 America, New York. South African JSE Top 40 Price Forecast. Index weighed down by Rand, rates and growth. The JSE Top 40 is falling back on what has been a positive few weeks, finding resistance at key areas of confluence while global factors dictate terms.
BBC News Business.
June 8, 8:10 America, New York. UK economy to have zero growth next year, predicts OECD. The UK is set to see the slowest growth in the G7 countries of US, Canada, Germany, Japan, France and Italy.
BBC News. Business.
June 8, 8:10 America, New York. UK economy to have zero growth next year, predicts OECD. The UK is set to see the slowest growth in the G7 countries of US, Canada, Germany, Japan, France and Italy.
Wall Street Journal U.S. Business.
June 8, 8:03 America, New York. Mothballed uranium mines get new lease on life as energy prices soar. Idle uranium mines are slowly coming back to life as countries rethink their energy security and shift away from coal.
Daily FX market news.
June 8, 8 o'clock America, New York, major Forex trading sessions from around the world. All traders should know of the 3 major Forex trading sessions which comprise the 24-hour market. Global economy.
June 8, 7:10 America, New York, Bourgeois Kuroda forced to retract claim consumers tolerant of price rises. Central bank governor tells FT conference impact on yen of rising U.S. rates likely to ease.
BBC News. Business.
June 8, 7:09 America, New York, petrol prices see biggest daily jump in 17 years. The average cost of filling a typical family car could exceed £100 as soon as Thursday, the RAC warns.
BBC News Business.
June 8, 7:09 America, New York, petrol prices see biggest daily jump in 17 years. The average cost of filling a typical family car could exceed £100 as soon as Thursday, the RAC warns.
BBC News. Business.
June 8, 7:06 America, New York, Tesco plant-based food advert banned as misleading. The supermarket's claims of environmental benefit had not been substantiated, says Watchdog.
BBC News Business.
June 8, 7:06 America, New York, Tesco plant-based food advert banned as misleading. The supermarket's claims of environmental benefit had not been substantiated, says Watchdog.
Global economy.
June 8, 5:22 America, New York, UK growth set to be worst in G20 apart from Russia, OECD warns. Sharp slowdown attributed to effects of high inflation and rising taxes.